What's up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Back at it again for another video for y'all. Today we have some goodies that came in last night. They are the trans cooler and the plumbing and the electrical connectors for the electrical fan. And today we'll definitely be installing that for sure, the LED light conversion kit for that for sure. But other than all, definitely looks better, cleaner, as I would say. But other than that, let's get to it. Over here, and today I gotta remove the bumper, move the shroud underneath, and also remove the old trans cooler as well with the plumbing and hoses. And then I'm gonna wire up I'm gonna hook up the new trans cooler as well first, and then wire it up. A little review. This is, take these off real quick and show you what model number this is. So this is model 13900. So I went with the, I think, bigger size for the performance for that trans cooler. It cooked last time by itself. Well, not by itself. It just wasn't enough cooling for the transmission to keep decent temperatures. Do a little review of this little bad boy right here. Yeah. No way near sponsors, but you know, if any sponsors are looking or listening right now or watching, you know, if you got extra stuff like this, I can use one for my oil cooler. Not bad. And then obviously you gotta wire it up, but it is way bigger than the one I have it on right now. I think the one I have it is like a little tiny one. And I got the hardware kit as well. Comes with all the accessible hardware and the temperature sensor right there. I heard those snap off, so I need to make sure I just hand tight that or snug it up a little bit. But it does come with instructions. I'll read those behind the camera. As well as I have my 3/8 hose for the extra plumbing I need to do, and electrical connectors as well. Another kit came with, but you know, you can never go with some Amazon specials. And then I have the rivet gun, rivet gun in pieces with the accessible things that comes with the combo from Amazon. You know, and I do have some brackets in case I do need some. In this case, I might, because I do have this factory crash bar. I kind of want to get an aftermarket crash bar so it can lighten up just a little bit, make it more cleaner, more airflow for the front end. But other than that, I'm gonna stop talking and keep going. Let's go. So I'm gonna go off, move these two right here. Go. Should be good on this side as well. Always make sure you know where you put your screws at. Nail in the tire, I would say. Makes it easier. Well, I need to remove 1, 2, and 3 real quick. As well as 2 clips, one there and one there. As well, make sure this is loose. All right, y'all, she should be coming off. Whooper should be coming off. There we go. That nastiness on it. Little bumper shroud cover thing. There we go. I know I'm missing something. One connection. There we go. This we get out the way. Over here. How dirty she is. Just while sitting in the back. Ugh. Sitting. Clean it off. Alright, y'all. So this is the trans cooler I put on about 2 years ago. The one we have over there, sitting in that box, is like way bigger. I'll give you a comparison in a little bit, but clearly see this thing is blocking all the air, the opening in the bumper, and that ain't gonna be enough for Texas heat. It does get toasty out here. She's only getting about 10%, maybe 10 to 15% airflow from the bottom in the bumper. That's not gonna do down here. So the new trench cooler we have over there, definitely in comparison, obviously it's bigger. Only problem is I have to figure out where to put it at, because I don't want to block too much air from the condenser and the radiator on that side. And I do most likely have to drill some holes, but she might just go right here around this area, or around that, well, maybe go this area, because the receiver dryer is right there. I'm gonna go ahead and take off the old stuff, mock it up, do my inspection of the hoses, see there's no chafing. That's why I bought the extra 3/8 hose, because I know it's rattling, it's gonna chafe for sure. All right guys, so remove 3 bolts, 13mm. Voila. Oh, it's under. Ooh. Oh. You can clearly see, like, this thing, this coaster new trench cooler is like massive. There's gonna be inside the core support for sure. I don't know how low, but for sure I make custom brackets to go here. I might be able to use that, and then plumb it from here to here, cut the hose length I need, and then put the adapter fittings as well on it. I'm going to remove the core lines, trench cooler, bracket. Might be some fluid that comes out, but it should be. Oh, never mind. There was. All right guys, a little update. Oh crap. I got it mocked up. I got 2 brackets made right there and there. I have that one being made. I did remove the battery as well. I need to remove this line and the bottom line for the side tank from the radiator. I'm going with the straight through to the trans cooler instead of using the radiator to the secondary cooler going back trans. So I have to reline the hose going back back to the quick disconnects in the middle of the car, replumb it as well, put new fittings on it as well, and then wire it up. All right, guys, so I got most of it mocked up right now. I kind of cut this short a little bit, and it's all right. Zip tie would do his job. Got this one up, this one. I'm just mocking it. I have to take it off again because I got to feed the fittings in the sensor, and then make sure I can take these old hoses off. Still got to take these other hoses off. This one and the bottom one. The power steering reservoir is definitely leaking, because obviously how did ATF leak on the ground if it's anything right here? So I plan to clean my old trans cooler, brake fluid, flush it all out. I don't know if I gotta check at this one for sure if you can use ATF as power steering fluid, but a quick flush of the that cooler, you know, it's a universal cooler, it should do this trick. You know, obviously this is very minimum to anything else at all, so I'm planning to mock it up right here, kind of low. I don't want to like keep all the air from getting all the compressor in the radiator, but I kind of need a little air for the front filter. I got to make sure I check the polarity, make sure the fan is blowing correctly. Instead of blowing this way, I need to make sure it's blowing that way. All right, guys, so I kind of skip forward. I got the last two brackets on there and there. I did hook up the old trans cooler, did flush out with brake fluid from both ends, made two brackets and a few more zip ties and hoses for that. It shouldn't block that much air, so there's a little air here and here and here and a little bit on the other side, so air should naturally go through it anyways. It just slows down the effect of it. But that's how she looks with the new trans cooler. I do have one coming in. I might change it, maybe not. I'll see if it has any issues with the cooling, then yeah, I'll change it out. But for now, it's gonna stay. I'm gonna hook up the fan on and see the polarity of it and wire it up and test it out. Alright, guys, so I attempted to look at the wire diagram, do some research. I did pull off the panel underneath the steering column to look for the power for the switch, so you can use the switch and power it and everything like that. But I looked underneath there and I saw the tight spaces, and there is a switch on the passenger side with a 3-prong connector already there. I was thinking about using that one, but I started prying on the interior pieces and I heard some cracking, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna break my interior pieces just for a sensor. The cooler looks efficient enough to run it without it, and technically it's enough surface area the way it can still cool with the giant little. So I'm gonna take it off, run it without a fan, which is kind of suck for the temperatures at idle or traffic speed, but when it's cruising or running, it should cool off naturally. Yeah, kind of defeats the purpose of buying the fan portion of it if I'm just gonna run that. But I guess when I have the ability to do it again, I'll do it again, which is not a hard thing, and just wire it up. But I did get the cooler on, I did get the trans on. That was the goal for this video, so I'm gonna turn it on, look at the temps if I can through the little secret menu it has in there. I do have some goodies for the power steering as well next video, but I'm gonna take this fan off real quick, put the bumper back on, and we'll turn it on. Alright guys, so I got the LEDs back on, which are pretty simple. You just twist them, unplug them, and I duct tape this, well, electrical tape this one, though it doesn't hang and flop everywhere. And this one as well. I zip tied that one. I'm gonna zip tie that one to the main harness right there so it doesn't flop it around. But it's not rocket science putting LED lights on. The old ones were burnt. I think that one was burnt out. That one was right behind it too as well. So I'm gonna put the bumper back on and see what she does in the meantime for the transmission cooler. Should cool off the temps a little bit already. It should cool off the temps. That's so, it just maybe not be as efficient, but it's all right.